video editing, 3D animation, and music instrumentals. These three free programs famous for dazzling but mostly dazing people with their sheer amount of buttons. And that's why I thought it would be a great idea to learn all of them in a month for a single 30-second game cutscene. Well, at least let me quickly tell you about my efforts so they can at least mean something. I've been putting off learning a desktop editor for so long, instead sticking to things like Video Leap and then CapCut, and I gotta say, I am an idiot for not switching sooner. Contrary to the reviews I heard going in, this actually wasn't too bad. Out of all these tabs, what matters 90% of the time is this edit one. I drag things in, I add some transitions, the occasional keyframe, and then bam, there's a video. The mouse is so much faster than the finger for these things. And if you're a total misophobe, you can go to the Fairlight tab to normalize and mess with the EQ all day. I mean, I'm not really, but it made me realize just how bad my audio was before. Still, the real difficulty probably wasn't in the software, it's just how much endurance video editing really requires. I used DaVinci to stitch together my 13-minute video essay, and by the end I was losing my mind from hearing my voice over and over and over again. But I guess there's also another hard part if you're really fancy, and that's the Fusion tab. Did I learn how it works? No, but thank you for tutorials, because I copy and pasted my way into making this cool glass effect for the cutscene intro. Guys, I have a confession. I've actually used Blender before. Years ago I opened it up and I couldn't believe the cube. Okay, but for real, I did use it earlier this year, but my total time for all three of these programs is still under a month, so please excuse me for including it here. Back then, what I did was I learned the basics through an eye tutorial. Stuff like G to move, R to rotate, S to scale, and then some UV shader basics that I still don't really get all this node stuff for. I then assigned all my objects to empty curves to prepare for animation, which for my purposes was really simple. I move an object, add a keyframe with I move the object, and then realized I totally forgot to hit I, and now I am stuck in the time loop. Moving on to what I tried to do this time, and that's to integrate some of my 2D artwork into a 3D environment. I had some help with getting the simple speed lines and floating particle node stuff in the background working, and then the images are just basically imported as mesh planes with these shader settings, and the rest is moving objects around animation again. Viewport results honestly look so cool, man. I wonder why people don't show it off more. Now this one was deceptive. Once again, I started with a tutorial. The 5 windows seemed straightforward. I grabbed instruments from the browser, drag one to the channel rack, click some squares right in the piano roll to make a pattern, and then drag that pattern into the playlist. And then this mixer lets me slap on so many filters. I decided to go for it on my own, and then it just turned out that I don't know how to music. What I specifically wanted to do was take this MIDI song, then edit it to be distinct. Well, and also a better version than I managed to make in GarageBand, but as I messed around, I kinda started to miss GarageBand's simple one instrument per track thing. I got so annoyed at moving things between piano rolls to test out different instruments that I just gave up. But the next day, I dragged myself back. If my new cutscene was gonna have original music, then I had to play the FL Studio strength. So I got a nice generated chord plus some drums and tried my best with the melody. And of course, added a bunch of filters. And spoilers, there's some parts I like, such as the layering, but I am not feeling that default synth. So the next thing I want to do is actually try building my own from scratch, but it's gonna have to be a completely new song because in the new version, I can't reopen my files. Okay, before I get sad, final result. Hey, it's not the best thing ever, but it's at least a little bit, just a little bit cool, right? Well, if I have to ham-fist a conclusion for this video, and that's you should learn new things and embrace being bad at them because it's a lot of fun. It's so fun that this video exists at the expense of me working on the writing for my game. And I should get back to that now, so bye!